Hi everyone, this is Peter here. If you're new to my channel, this is gonna be just a short compilation video where I'll show you a bunch of images I captured in our garden, primarily on our Swiss cheese plant, which is my go-to location if I don't have time, for example, to go out to the local nature reserve. This rather large plant in our driveway serves as a home for many interesting species, which you will see in a mere moment. I captured all of the upcoming shots with my Canon R7, the Laowa 90mm ultra macro lens. For lighting, I used my Canon EX2 RT speedlight and also the usual reflector diffuser kit. I will leave links in the description to all of these, so you can have a look if you're interested. Also, if you want to know how I set up my Canon R7 for macro photography, I've got a tutorial for you, which you can watch right after this video. All right, let's have a look at what we captured the last few days. Our first subject is a male bronzehopper jumping spider. All of these images were captured at the maximum magnification of 2x from slightly different angles and with individual crops. I really love this species. They can be so inquisitive and friendly, and even though they have massive chelicerae, they are completely harmless. This following tiny jumping spider belongs to the same genus, but this one is a juvenile female bronzehopper that was resting on the leaf of our yucca. I'm really happy with this next series that I took of a quirky looking cicada that was on our Swiss cheese plant. I kinda like this first image taken at lower magnification where I was shooting through the foliage and kept our subject right in the center. The next two shots were single frames as well, taken at just above 1:1 magnification, while the subsequent images were all stacked shots, albeit I only blended between 2 and 4 images for these. This following tiny species is a passion vine hopper that was moving around quite a bit, so unfortunately for the first frontal portrait, the depth of field was super shallow, but managed to stack 7 images for this second frame, even though some focal planes were missing in this one too, but it still looks quite nice. The next two close-ups are of a green bottlefly that was preening itself. I really love the metallic iridescent colors of its body, and those massive hairs on its thorax look really interesting. Our next subject is a common dronefly that is a honeybee mimic. At first glance, one can definitely mistake these for honeybees due to morphological similarities. These hoverflies that are completely covered in hair are important pollinators as well. Our next photo is of a bush cockroach that belongs to the genus Ellipsidon. I found this one resting on our brick wall, but scurried away as I approached it. The last series that I captured in our backyard are of rainbow ants. In this first close-up, you can see a couple carrying some sort of seed pod back to the nest, and the last 3 photos are really fascinating, as one of them was transporting what I believe to be a plant hopper. These two species must have a mutually beneficial relationship called myrmecophily. Now I'm going to show you several more recent macros that I took at our local nature reserve. This first one is a fungus-eating ladybird. I really like those interesting patterns on the pronotum and the wing cases that are called the elytra. This next shot was taken at a lower magnification, and this is a beautiful iridescent cuckoo wasp that is endemic to Australia. I found this specimen on the bark of a eucalypt. This following image is a tricolor soldier beetle. The aposematism is the use of warning coloration to inform potential predators that an animal is poisonous. Tricolor soldier beetles are known to produce defensive toxic secretions as well when disturbed. This next ultra macro shot is of a mosquito that was drinking from a tiny water droplet. This genus is rather dangerous as they are vectors for diseases such as the West Nile virus, Japanese encephalitis, and avian malaria. The next two portraits are of a completely harmless honey brown beetle. The first one was taken at a lower magnification where I included plenty of negative space, and the second one shows tremendous amount of intricate detail of this beautiful species. Our second last subject is a rather colorful gumtree hopper that I found on a small sapling. Every time I managed to get close, it kept moving to the other side of the stem, but was lucky enough to get these 2 stacked shots. Our very last subject is what you can see in the thumbnail of this video. It is a rather large red velvet mite that was doing a bit of reconnaissance not too far from where I captured the plant hopper before. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this video. You might also want to have a look at these. Thanks again, and catch you all very soon in the next one.